What is up, fight fans? Welcome back to Picking a Fight. I'm Latch, and today we're going to be looking at UFC Fight Night Strickland versus Imavov. We're going to be looking at Punahele Soriano versus Roman Kopylov. But before we start, don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment down below on your initial prediction, and yeah, let's get right into it. So we got Punahele Soriano. He's 9-2. He's 30 years old. He's 5'11" with a 72.5-inch reach, and he's coming off a win over Dalcha Longyambula. And he's going up against Roman Kopylov, who's also 9-2. He's 31 years old. He's 6 foot tall with a 75-inch reach. And he's coming off a win over Alessio Di Chirico. Kopylov will be the plus 145 underdog to Punahele Soriano's minus 170 favorite. You know, Kopylov, he's a southpaw striker with really good power. He has a very, very sharp left hand, and he tends to shuffle back out of danger pretty well. His distance management is really, really solid. He will have to avoid big shots from Puna, I think. He has really good fast counters. He tends to lead with a really, really good jab that's very fast. And he tends to throw great combinations, especially in his last fight. As soon as he had Alessio hurt, you know, he put it on him. I think once he starts getting tired, he does end up getting touched a lot. He started to take a lot more damage. I think Kopylov is the better striker. I think he's way more diverse in his attack. But I think his grappling is worse. I think he did well against Di Chirico when it came to stopping takedowns, but not so much against a more experienced grappler in Albert Durave. While Soriano, he's also a powerful southpaw striker, but unlike Kopylov, he's a lot more sloppy because he can get very sloppy trying to land his big left hand. And he leaves himself open to counters and especially to the takedowns when he overswings. He does have a wrestling background. He wrestled back in college and did decent against Dalcha and against Nick Maximov, but he did gas very, very early, especially in that Maximov fight. He gassed, and it led him to not really being able to defend very well. I think Puna does have the power advantage, but like I mentioned earlier, I think Roman is just a way better striker when it comes to his attack. But when it comes to power, I think Soriano has a huge advantage. I think both guys can put each other's lights out, but I think Soriano has the most ability to do it. I think it will do him pretty well to mix in the wrestling. You know, Kopylov had to work to stay on the feet in his last two fights, and he was able to against Alessio, not so much against Albert, and it kind of swayed the fight against him. I don't know if it's that greatest plan for Puna, since he did look to get tired when he started wrestling against Dalcha and Maximov. So I don't know how big of a portion that is in his game plan, but I do think he should mix it in to give Roman something to think about so he doesn't get too comfortable throwing his combinations and laying the dance. But overall, I think Roman Kopylov is just the better striker. I think if it stays striking, I think Soriano is going to be swinging and missing all night long. Obviously, he has the opportunity. I mean, obviously, there's always the chance that he lands a very, very big left hand, but I think this fight should go to Kopylov. I think Kopylov wins by decision. I think he's going to be able to avoid all the biggest shots. I think he's going to be able to stop the takedowns, and I think Soriano is going to start to slow down near the end. And I think it's going to be a decision win by Roman Kopylov. But let me know down below what you think. Leave a comment down below and let me know, what do you think is going to happen in this fight? Do you think Roman Kopylov's grappling lets him down? Or do you think Soriano comes out with a wrestling approach? Or do you think Soriano lands that big left hand that puts Roman away? Let me know down below. And yeah, it's going to be a great night of fights. Do not forget to tune in. And I'll see you next week for UFC 283. But until then, take care.